today's video, we're going to be talking about 7 agency responsibilities AI can help you to streamline. This video is part of a larger article, so if you want to read about all 7 responsibilities, click the link in the description. If you are watching this on YouTube, it will go directly to the full article. We're going to cover a good portion of them in this video here if you prefer this format though. So the overview of this article, which I'm co-writing with one of our amazing copywriters, Landon, on the Auto Group team, is how AI can help with different responsibilities for you as an agency owner looking to continually scale, to increase your profit margins, to increase your production capacity so you can take on new clients rather than having to turn away clients. So the overview again is how AI can help with different responsibilities, specifically coding, writing, design, and even strategy. Okay, so we're going to cover each of those in greater depth. Let's start with the first question from Landon, which is, Matt, what kind of agency responsibilities can AI help with? Well, of course, we just listed a few of them. Copywriting, design, development. Strategy is on the newer side because you can use a tool like ChatGPT for something like that, where if you give it context, you give it the facts of something, it can actually help you to troubleshoot, to problem solve in terms of, oh, well, have you tried this? And you have to also sort of know how to ask it the question and understand that it is capable of iterating. It is capable of, it's not like other chat bots of the past. It is capable of understanding and remembering context, for the entire length of a full conversation. So for example, let me give you a development example. So just over the weekend, I was stuck on a development problem because we are actually, developing. We have our own proprietary software at AutoGrow, which is, one of the reasons why our clients love working with us, love delegating right through our project management app. It's just simple and it's easy and it's fast. But anyway, I was developing the software and I went to ChatGPT. And by the way, if you ever were curious, GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Transformer is just the type of AI model architecture under the hood in terms of how it operates, but that's a little beyond the scope of today's video. I had this problem. I couldn't push some code through this program that I normally use, so I went to ChatGPT over the weekend. I said, ChatGPT, can you help me? And I didn't say it like that, but you get what I mean. And I said, here's the context, here's what I've tried already. And I said, oh, okay, well, you want to double check these things and you want to maybe try these other things. And I said, okay, and I went through each of them. And then I said, okay, well, I tried these and this all worked. I said, well, okay, you tried everything that I said before, now try this, how about this? And it just kind of helped to converse back and forth to understand what wasn't the problem, so that ultimately I was able to find the solution and really narrow it down as a result. And you could use something like ChatGPT and probably other tools that are coming out in the near future to really kind of advise you and be a sounding board to help you diagnose, well, what is it that you might be doing wrong in terms of something a little more nebulous, a little more conceptual, like strategy as it relates to marketing. Now, for the moment, you still have to have you might say, well, why wouldn't my clients, why would I use this? Why wouldn't my clients just go and use it themselves then? Is this about to put me out of business? And the answer is no, it is not currently going to put anyone out of business, because again, you still have to have that initiative. You still have to put in that time yourself to sort of think it through. And that's the thing. That's why it's not going to put a lot of people out of business, because clients they're too busy doing other things. They don't want to have to put more time in, even if it's just typing and knowing what types of questions to ask. They want someone else to do it for them, okay? And for you and your team, you can rely on a tool like ChatGPT to assist you in terms of coming up with strategy. You can mix and match, you can marry it rather with your own skill set based on your own technical expertise or marketing skills, for instance. Those are just two specific examples of agency responsibilities that AI can help with, but really it changes every day. You should probably assume that pretty much any responsibility that you have within your business can be assisted and can help you to scale your agency with the help of AI and AI tools. And if there isn't a specific tool or use case out there, you could either use existing tools to just create that use case, just give it a try. All it takes is a little bit of thought and typing and just giving it a shot. But if there isn't a specific use case or tool, there soon will be. So I encourage you to take the initiative and integrate these into your workflow sooner rather than later, because it will give you a competitive edge and it will save you a lot of time. And it will also help you to learn. That's one thing that's great about ChatGPT is it kind of tries to teach in a way too when you ask it questions. Number two, what tools can agencies start implementing now to help with these tasks? Obviously, ChatGPT is the newest and hottest thing. It's really, I think, opened the door as far as mainstream discussion and dissemination of the idea of what is AI, how can it be useful on just a day-to-day basis. Me personally, I have to tell you, I use Google and forums, just for looking for technical information or learning things, about 90% less. I use Google for looking up things that are kind of more timely, that are like happening in real time, because ChatGPT just isn't hooked into, like, its data set is from, like, I think it was September of 2021. So it's not always up to date on everything. So I use Google for the other 10%, but 90% I'm using ChatGPT. So obviously that's a tool at the top of the list. From the same company, a lot of these tools, DALL-E 2 and Jasper, which is built on top of technology from both of those tools. So DALL-E is directly from OpenAI. Then they have an API which Jasper is built on top of, for actually, doing copywriting and content writing, for instance. We use both tools and we've been integrating them more to our workflow at AutoGrow to help our clients. And that would be another tool that I would recommend at the top of your list, because you don't have to learn these new tools necessarily. You can instead work with a trusted partner who already has them integrated into its workflow and into its web application as well. So AutoGrow, I would also put at the top of that list, because a lot of these tools by themselves are really just kind of insufficient still. And the cool thing about AutoGrow, and you can kind of copy this to the extent that you see fit, we marry the AI tool with the human talent, because it just helps to scale each member of the team to be, at the moment, up to two times the capacity that they would otherwise have in specific cases. And I think that number will continue just in terms of ability to out without AutoGrow needing to hire and onboard additional staff. So that's pretty cool. So AutoGrow, Jasper, ChatGPT, DALL-E, which is from OpenAI as well. Midjourney is another great tool for design, and there are new tools and new AI models coming out every day. If you want a custom integration, there's an open source model called Stable Diffusion you might want to check out. There are also open source. There's also Ernie, which is from Baidu, the Chinese search engine, which is supposedly safe and open source. Then there is Bloom for copywriting, which is an open source AI model for content generation and basically written text. What kind of, and you could actually use a model like Bloom, do like some sort of a custom integration with that, or with OpenAI's API for like customer support, for instance, if that was something that you wanted to do. But again, at AutoGrow, that's one of the advantages of working with us, is we already have those integrations, and we're already keeping up on the cutting edge of everything, so that with AutoGrow, as an agency, you could just scale as fast as you can sell, and we can be your fulfillment team behind the scenes. Number three, what kind of tools do you think will be developed in the future that could help agencies even more? Honestly, everything. As I said before, if there isn't already a use case or a specific tool for it, there soon and eventually will be. You can think of AI as the technology that is out there today. It's going to pale in comparison to what comes out probably 3, 5, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Its capabilities will just continue to grow, and to the point where you'll be able to hire kind of like an AI assistant in the same way that you would actually hire a human being. Like it will be that flexible, and it'll be capable of this like a wider variety of tasks, and being trained on a wider variety of tasks. So that is coming, and I think that it's going to enhance the capability. It's a weird time to be alive, but it's also a very interesting time. Okay, so as I say these things, keep that in mind. We're all living in science fiction now, congratulations. But it will be able to multiply the creative and productive output of the average human by somewhere 100 to 1,000x is not unreasonable at all, and it will probably keep going up as time goes on. And that may sound like an exaggeration, but it is not. And finally, number 4, how can agencies train their team to use AI tools properly? Basically, start now, learn a little bit about how it works, and you'll kind of learn to sort of think in the vein of how these different models work, because like the image models work a little different from the text to image models specifically work a little different from ChatGPT, which works different from the earlier versions of it that OpenAI came out with, and they all have their little nuances. Some of the models are stronger at certain things. Like Google just came out with a new AI model which is very, very accurate. So if you say I want a picture of 4 wine bottles, or I want a picture of the New York City skyline with the pyramids in the foreground and Mount Everest in the background, it will generate that image for you exactly. And and it will look relatively photorealistic. They're still working on making it look photorealistic and very impressive, because some other models like Midjourney, you put something to Midjourney and it's like always impressive. DALL-E is also quite good, somewhere between very accurate and impressive, and then Stable Diffusion as well, which is the open source version of those models. So really, I would say there are also some really great videos on YouTube of different YouTubers kind of like interacting with the different models. There's like new models and new tools coming out every single day, more so new models actually. The space is really exploding. It's an exciting time. So just get your hands, sign up for a free trial of Jasper, sign up for OpenAI, just start with ChatGPT, and that will be more than enough, I think, to get you going. All right, so if you like this video, if you're watching this on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up, and please hit that subscribe button and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know, do you want to hear more videos like this? And what are your thoughts on AI and marketing, or just as it relates to your agency in general? Do you feel optimistic about it, or are you worried? You might want to check out our previous article on a similar subject. So until next time, keep auto growing and stay focused. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.